Welcome back, everybody! So, I've had a little bit of trial and error off screen here, trying to figure out who the heck did this? Who's the answer? What is the answer? Well, I can tell you right now, just because I'm on the present profile screen, that it is actually a person. Now, of course, obviously, I reloaded the save after I found out who it was, but, you know, regardless, who do you think it is, everyone? Which one of these people do you think it is? I'll give you 5 seconds to take your quick guess, and then I'll show you exactly who it was. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Alright, it's actually Thalassa Grimari, so yay. Oh my gosh, I can't believe it. It wasn't a question of who shot Thalassa. Thalassa herself was the problem. What do you mean? She was Zach Grimari's wife, Trucy's mother, and Magnifi Grimari's only daughter. Urgh. There was a terrible accident, and the two of you killed your mentor's only daughter. If that wasn't the key to Magnifi's power over you, I don't know what was. It was an accident! Oh no! We figured you out, man! About time. It only took about 10 million years now, didn't it? Well, either way, blackmail. There's no proof! None at all! But Thalassa went missing. And your mentor blackmailed both of his disciples. It doesn't take a genius to put one and one together. ... Ours was a complex family. You mean Troop Grimari? The master, Magnifi Grimari, his only daughter, and his 2 disciples. That does sound like a recipe for disaster, doesn't it? Do not be tempted into faulty flights of fancy. Yes, there was an accident, but that is all it was, an accident. Zach and Valence tour de force. The guns blaze, the bullets fly, straight towards the beautiful body on stage. And then crash, zing, pow, into everything but her. Now that is magic. It happened one day when we were practicing. Same trick with a new twist. And tragedy. I wonder how that happened. But as for whose bullet stole Thalassa's life, we shall never know the answer. Thalassa disappeared from our lives, and Zach was bereft of his wife. Trucy lost her mother, and Magnifi his daughter. And that led to blackmail, I take it. It is all part and parcel of the darkness that comes when the curtain falls. Oh my gosh, I can't wait to hear about darkness. Oh, it's been so long since we heard about darkness. Why did Magnifi Grimari try to cover up the accident? It was his own daughter who died. All I can say is, it was a critical time for Troop Grimari. A passing of the torch from Magnifi to Zach and Valent. We all sacrificed so that it might be a success. Thalassa's death was the greatest sacrifice of all, yet, even when her life was extinguished, her presence was not. What do you mean? In time, we, myself and Zach, found we could no longer oppose Magnifi's wishes. Magnifi forced us to perform his art for his benefit. I see. I guess I can understand. I mean, he did lose his only daughter. But do you not find cowardice in his actions? Huh? To decide to hide the truth of your own daughter's death is one thing. But then to hang that death as a guillotine above our heads. Things were dark behind the scenes in Troop Grimari, that's for sure. Does Trucy know? She was not told, naturally. Who would want to know that their father might have taken their mother's life? True. I had not thought of that accident for a very long time. I'm sorry to dredge up old memories, but this has helped a lot. Not to find Magnifi's slayer, I should think. True. Ah! ... After that accident, there was one who came sniffing sniffing quite persistently. A reporter? He called himself a newsman at the time. Often I spied him lurking about the dressing room doing his research. Would you happen to remember his name? What was his name? Sorry, I have forgotten. But in the course of his interviewing, he became quite close to my partner Zach. I liked him not. I see. His name, I do not recall, but his scent, the cloying aroma of mint. I think it was pretty obvious who that was already, but that pretty much just confirmed it anyway. Yes, whenever he smiled, which was far too often. I see. Thanks for your help. It does no good to interfere with the past, Mr. Wright. You will not uncover answers, only wounds. I'm sorry. And that was it. I had begun to notice a dark curtain hanging over Tribulations, and I began to realize what I had to do. I had to protect Trucy from that darkness. The reporter he mentioned, the newsman, I never learned who that was at the time. Though I've got a pretty good idea who it is now. That smile, and the sickly sweet smell of mint. The last floss-thin thread connecting Gyakuten to this world. Sooner or later, I'd have to track him down. Well, why don't you do just that then, Phoenix? Maybe you'll actually be able to do something when you try that. So we are officially done with the past. 7 years ago is no more. Valentramari does not want anything to do with the past. Oh, really? We got 2 locations? Okay. Okay. I see how it is. Well then, what kind of answers will we find in these other places then? Well, I guess we'll go to Drew Studio first. Present day, Drew Studio.
Hey! Whoa, whoa, whoa! What do we have here?
Remember me?
Of course I remember you! Jonas meets ex-attorney in bar, end quote!
Can I ask what you're doing here? Mr. Mission was poisoned and his daughter's...
Oh yes, I know! How I know, yes! It's caused me no end of grief, to be honest. Journalist wishes he'd track down case just a little quicker, end quote!
Were you on the trail of this case the whole time?
Zachary was a good friend!
Zach said something to that effect back at the Borscht Bowl Club.
What a character, what a man! If a little... No, a lot... No, extremely rough around the edges.
You think I could ask you a few questions?
Oh, you serious? I mean, I'm usually the interviewer, not the interviewee. Journalists ask questions, not the other way around. End quote. ... Fine, shoot, I don't care. People have been asking me all sorts of things lately.
Well then, alrighty then, if you say so. First of all, before we move on then, let's take a look around the room. What's this here? That's obviously paint, but you know, these are painting.
All Drew's works, of course. We should say Vera's works, really. Or to be more precise, Vera's forgeries of someone else's works. Of course, if you demand utter and total precision... Actually, there's nothing more.
I was about to say... Well, do I really want to examine the whole room? I actually don't know now. Unless there was something new here that I didn't see before, but I don't think I see anything like that. I don't know. If there's something to examine, I'll try it later, but I'm not going to try this right now. Let's just go on here. Let's see. The family of forgers. Oh, no. It was tragic what happened to Drew Misham and his daughter.
Forgery is a serious crime, and they paid the price. You know what really did them in, though, don't you?
Yes, a forged diary page.
The night I interviewed him, I found out something about Mr. Misham I had known.
What's that?
You know, he always felt like he was being watched. Every day for 7 years, walls have ears, potatoes have eyes, end quote.
Being watched? By potatoes? No, I'm just kidding. You mean he felt guilty?
No. I'm not here talking about feelings here, end quote. ... You know, I felt watched too. The whole time I've been on to the case, no less. Journalist gets tingling sensation on back of neck, freaks out, end quote.
Because you felt guilty?
Why would I feel guilty?
You felt like you were being watched, huh? I wonder what it all means. Oh, paranoia now. Okay, sure. Drew Misham felt like he was being watched. And you along with him. You sure it wasn't just nerves?
Nerves? nerves? No, it's nothing so mundane. I stopped paying attention to my nerves a long time ago. But I felt it too. Darn sure he is being watched, end quote. Don't you wonder why Zach Gamari got rubbed out after 7 years? Right after coming into contact with me? ... He completely vanished from the courtroom, Then for 7 years he talks to no one, not a soul. Then just as the remaining time was almost up, he contacted me in order to have this made.
And then he dies.
Sorry to put the pieces together, are we?
And you were being watched this whole time?
Maybe not just me. Maybe you were too.
Me? Well, yeah, you ever think about that, Phoenix Wright? I don't think so now.
Oh, jeez. Why? I met Zach through that case, actually.
You mean the shooting of Magnifique Grimari?
No, before that. It's not widely known.
You mean the accident during the quick draw shoot-'em practice?
My, you're well informed. You should have seen me back then. I dug up quite the scoop. I wanted it all: money, fame, women, and a little puppy, all for me. I was younger then, and in my days, the nights smelled fresher mint than they do now.
Valen Grimari didn't mention one particularly nosy reporter.
In fact, I was on close speaking terms with Magnifique Grimari at that time. I knew his daughter too, of course. Thalassa, was it?
Really?
And Thalassa disappeared quite suddenly at that, and Magnifique wouldn't say a word about it. Yeah, my evil habit got the better of me. Journalist catches scent of a scoop, goes on a feeding frenzy, end quote. I set up a one-on-one interview with Thalassa's husband, see?
Zach Grimari.
Something changed within the era over at Troop Grimari in those days. The whole screwy mentors controlling disciple scene started by then, I'm guessing. Thalassa, she was part of it all, right? Come on, you can tell me off the record.
Sorry, I don't know.
Anyway, I kept trying and eventually became friends with Zach. Sure, he punched me once or twice or 5 times, but over time he came to see me as a confidant.
Oh, did he now? Oh, not just nice.
He's been waiting this whole time, 7 years, eh?
Waiting?
For his big comeback, of course. The big revival of the Magnifique Miracle. Of course, it was all his dream.
Because of this? The performance rights.
In the absence of any official documents, he was golden. Who's to say the old man didn't give his rights to both Zach and Valen?
So Valen waited until Zach died legally, at least.
The time finally comes, and Valen's like a kid on Christmas morning.
He's getting ready for a show at the Sunshine Coliseum, you know?
If that document sees the legal light of day, it's gonna put a bit of a damper on the big show. He's sorry when that Valen Grimari. Lost out to his partner at work and in love too.
Love?
It's the same old story, really. 2 disciples and their mentor's only daughter. One has 3 sides and all of them pointy. A love triangle.
I would have just had a triangle personally, but you know, whatever. That is pretty classic.
When you're in a performing troupe, that's your world. That's like family. One with an entire high school's worth of drama, intrigue, and backstabbing.
And in the middle of all this, Thalassa has Trucy. And then she dies. I need to find out more about this Thalassa. Oh, do you now? I mean, maybe eventually, anyway. Crime photo, Mr. Brushel, could you take a look at this?
Oh, I hear you, loud and clear, loud and clear. So you want me to write an article on that, right? What's the angle?
Actually, no, that's okay. I don't need an article. I was just wondering if you had any thoughts on this.
I hear you, I hear you. You want me to sniff around about a scoop? Well, you've come to the right nose, my friend. It's odorless.
Thanks. Okay, that was less than informative. Wasn't it now? Well, anyway, assuming nothing pops up here, I'm just going to talk about something real quick. No spoilers or anything, but I finally started Fire Emblem Fates the other day. You know, I said I was going to because I was like finishing Xenoblade. Or I did finish Xenoblade, actually. 100% the game. So I started Fates finally because I said I was going to do that. And, well, I mean, I kind of already had this in my mind what I was going to do, but I've already gotten to the choice, basically. And, well, I mean, I'm going to go with I have to go with the Birthright side, though, because basically what I heard about it is that apparently Birthright's easier, Conquest is harder. So I'm like, you know what, instead of going hard and then starting hard and then going easy, I figure I'll start easy and go hard, because why the heck not? Actually, I don't know. Well, yeah, that actually was my reasoning behind it. It wasn't any other reasoning. Like, honestly, well, I mean, I was gonna play all the sides anyway, but, you know, you just never know. I mean, let's just say, I had to only play one, though. If I had to only play one... Oh, no. Mr. Brushel, do you know this person?
Do I know that person? Of course. I was friends with Zach after all. He hit me a few times. 5 times, actually. But still, I'd never forget his wife.
The Lhasa Grimari. Magnifique Grimari's only daughter. You think you could tell me more about her?
Well, why the heck not?
Oh, I guess that'll unlock another dialogue thing right there. But yeah, though, I figured if I only played one, though, I probably would start with Conquest, though, just because that kind of fits more my... I don't know, that fits more my playstyle. Like, oh my gosh, a little bit more difficult, and... I assume evil. I don't really know, actually, but I mean, obviously I haven't played the games yet, so... I don't know, that's just my assumption. I mean, for Pete's sake, the box art is purple, and the Birthright box art is red, like it's a good guy, bad guy sort of thing, so I don't know, that's kind of what I'm assuming anyway. And since I always play the bad guys in games, sometimes, well, always sometimes, yeah, there I go doing that again. Regardless, since I usually do that, though, I probably would have played the Conquest side if I only was able to play one, but obviously I'm going to play them both, so that's kind of a moot point anyway, so I figure start with the easier one and go to the harder one. Anyway, though...
So the Lhasa married Zach and had a Trucy, see? It was her second marriage, actually.
You mean she was divorced? I hadn't heard this one before.
Not quite. Her late husband was a performer, too. He died in an accident on stage. Tragic, really. They had only been married 1 year.
I didn't know.
Oh, but she was a beauty. I still carry a portrait photo of her around, you know.
Oh, do you now? It kind of looks like the same photo that's in the locket, actually.
I've known Trucy since she was a little thing, too. She got the better deal, really. She's got you for family, after all.
What do you mean?
She's reminiscing, you know. The Lost has another child besides Trucy. End quote.
What? But Trucy said she was an only child.
Ah, yes. This one she had with her previous husband.
Her previous husband? Her first husband who died on stage?
Yeah, they had themselves a kid. Another orphan now.
No, come on now. That wouldn't make any sense, would it?
Another orphan now. And the one who slipped through the cracks. No idea where they are now.
Well, also had another child? You think I could borrow that photo?
Sure, I can be generous on occasion, you know.
No, wait a second now. What are we trying to say here? 40, 20... Did the Lhasa have Apollo with the previous... Are Apollo and Trucy half siblings? Come on, no. You've got to be kidding me, no. Now, that means that she had Apollo at 18, then that's kind of young. I mean, obviously it happens, but still, it's kind of young, though. If that was the case, I mean, they both had the power, right? So, it would kind of add up, wouldn't it? I don't know.
Sure, I can be generous on occasion, you know.
Lhassa's portrait added to the court's record. I won't need this locket anymore. Better return to Trucy before I forget.
People and events all get tangled together and get bigger and bigger. Don't you think?
Wait, return it to Trucy? You got it from her 7 years ago. Now you're gonna return it to her? Like, geez, I mean, I bet Trucy probably forgot that even existed. It's like, oh,
like, Daddy, you forgot to give this back to me 7 years ago. What were you doing?
I was too busy wondering about bigger or less than what you were saying.
Sometimes you just gotta accept that you won't be able to untangle it all, I think.
Maybe so, but still. I have to do what I can. And I have to tell what I find to those who come next.
Next, you say?
I'm not the one who will close the curtain on this little play. Apparently, that's not my role anymore. Magnifique. Or,
Magnifique! ... I was just wondering what Magnifique would think of all this.
What do you mean?
Haven't you seen it in Trucy? He's got his power.
You mean how I can't lie to Trucy?
It was the same with Magnifique. And with his daughter, the Lhasa.
A strange thing. You think it's some Grimari gene?
Magnifique told me once back when Zach married the Lhasa. He said Zach had good eyes. But not good like a Grimari's eyes. Not that good.
I wonder if Zach ever played a game of poker with his wife. Who knows what the Grimari secret was?
Maybe nobody, but now that Zach's gone.
Zach Grimari. That was it? I didn't have to break any Cyclocks on this one? The plot had finally begun to reveal itself. It sprouted from a warp in the Grimari fabric and grew, swallowing everything, wrapping itself around the Grimari's power. I completely forgot to look at that that photo, didn't I now? The power which passed from Magnifique Grimari to Thalassa to the next generation. And I would once again need to meet the one who bridged it all together. You're gonna meet him in the past, after all, so of course. I mean, what else would you be doing right now? So, does that mean I should be going back there then, according to what he's saying? Because, I mean, I don't think he's gonna be alive in Sunshine Coliseum. I don't know. Wait, okay. Well, at least let me look at this evidence first, because I completely forgot to do that, right? Yeah, he did get rid of the locket. Oh well. Photo of a young Thalassa, Trucy's mother. Touch the check button for details. But then again... Oh. Oh wait, duh, it's not a ring, it's a freaking bracelet. I'm an idiot. Whatever, I don't care. I'm gonna freaking do this. This actually might be the one. Because you can actually see her wearing the bracelet there. Or bracelets. Wait. Trucy, you have a bracelet? I didn't know that this whole time. I kind of wonder about that, actually. Maybe the power came from the bracelets, not from genetics. Well, anyway, I think I know why you don't want to talk about her. Anyway, though. Anyway, yeah, I've been enjoying Fate so far. Yeah, those of you who have yet to have a chance to play it because it just hasn't been released yet or something, or you just simply haven't gotten around to it, like it took me forever to get around to it, I think you're going to enjoy it. Obviously, I'm not that far into the game, but, you know, I've already been playing the game for 7 hours, apparently, so... You know, it didn't take me that long to do things. This is some power. Okay, I was like, what am I doing again? That's who I'm presenting. I'm presenting a gosh dang attorney here, of course. Jeez. I just so happen to have the evidence showing this missing link. So, wait. Yeah, I thought it was something about a ring. Is this the one with the ring? Well, what's happening here? Actually, I know something. Your marriage to Thalassa was her second. How did you know this? Her first husband, he died a year after they were wed, yes? He was a performer. They met when he joined us Grimari's as a guest in our show. After Thalassa wed him, she left the troupe for a while. And you say she had a child then? No, that's not what I'm saying at all. I have a photograph of her here. Yeah, I know, it's amazing, right? I couldn't help notice what she was wearing when I first saw this. Those bracelets stand out. They're a Grimari family heirloom. This boy wears a bracelet just like the ones in the picture. What? So, that's why. Why what, Mr. Zack? I took this photograph with Thalassa before she left us. When she returned, she wore only one bracelet. I bet I know where that other one went. She gave it to this boy. Her son. Bum, bum, bum! Well, I guess that was true after all. Go figure. Alright, the Grimari secret. The strange power. I myself do not know from where it comes. Yet the fact is that it was passed down from the Grimari line. It runs in their veins. What? Is it? I asked her, Thalassa, once. This is what she told me. Her power responds to tension in others. Tension? If you were to face a person and they became tense, even slightly, then she would know, no matter how hard they tried to hide it from her. So she could see it. Not quite. This is the strangest part of it all. She wouldn't realize that she was subconsciously detecting this tension, without the use of a particular object. Or in her case, objects. Objects? Wait. Were they something she wore? Yes. Or bracelets. I admit the first time I saw one of those, I felt there was more to it than just fashion. But what kind of power could a bracelet have? I've made a decision. I will tell you all I know. Consider it a gift. Oh, okay, sure. Well, that's a lot of things all of a sudden then. Trucy and Apollo. Well, I hardly need you to tell me at this point, but those two are brother and sister, yes. And the brother, too, has this power of theirs. So Trucy has an older brother. I wonder what will come of that. Mr. Wright, tonight, after our game is done, I'll return to a life of hiding. I would not see her live her life without knowing. I understand. I'll tell the two of them when the time is right. I am in your debt, once again. No kidding. What I want to know is how all this got to be so messed up. I don't know, that is a good question. The bracelets. Those bracelets are made of a special alloy. and is said to expand and shrink very slightly in response to body warmth. So they're temperature sensitive or something? Yes. This is how they can shrink to the exact size of their wearer's wrist. Oh, really? That's an interesting detail, actually. And this has something to do with the power? What have I told you? The Grimari power reacts to tension in others. When the Grimari senses tension, they too become tense. And this tension translated into a minute... This tension translates into minute contractions of the muscles. Okay, yeah, whatever. So minutes. Minute? Is minute and minute spelled the same? Also pause? Alrighty, I'm back, everybody. So minute, they cannot sense it on their own. Why is that, though? I do wonder. They're muscles. Oh, so that's what the bracelets are for. Or the bracelet on. One can sense these contractions. Because the bracelet is always a perfect fit. So when the person they're watching gets tense, the bracelet feels tighter on their wrist. Precisely. But that alone doesn't really count as mind reading. I believe I understand how the process works from there. It's a simple question of eyesight. Eyesight? I guess that sounds simple enough. I wonder. Have you ever heard of kinetic vision? No, I have not. Something about the ability to see moving objects with full clarity, right? I've heard of it before. They say athletes can see a moving ball like it was stopped if they focus. Oh, but it's not confined to sports alone. It all relies on the ability to focus. When we focus, we can see many things. The faintest twitch of the face, and the meaning that lies behind it. ... Therein lies one of the secrets of magic. One must know the mind of a crowd before one may distract it. So basically what you're saying is, the Grimaris can see really well, but them seeing is more than believing, it is knowing. Their power relies on eyesight combined with exceptional focus. I think they're starting to come into focus for me too. Of course, it is difficult to maintain such levels of focus for any length of time. But what if someone could tell you when to focus? Or something. Precisely. But wait, Trucy doesn't have any bracelets. You're talking about poker, yes? The timing of when the focus is so elementary, she probably does it without thinking. ... I doubt Trucy herself has realized this. That is all I know of that is all I know of things Grimari. Thank you, Mr. Zack. If this boy's bracelet is the real thing, then he will use it before long, thereby awakening his power. I'll keep that in mind. Well, shall we play a game? I've said so much. Let me say one more thing. I will tell you of that night. That night? The night of my mentor, Magnifique Grimari, passed from this world to the next. ... There were 2 pistols and 2 letters sent. This was Magnifique's test. A test? In his last years, Magnifique Grimari worked us to the bone. No, to the pain. But that night, I could not shoot him. So I shot the clown's forehead instead. Yes, you told us that already. This, it seems, was the correct answer. Take this! I give my art to you, Zack. What? It is thanks for playing along with my show. You shot well tonight, Zack. Though I would not have minded dying by your hand. How could I shoot you? You're my mentor. Bah! I thought you might say that. I went home without shooting anything. What would you have done then? Then, of course, I would have given Valent his chance. And if I had shot you in the forehead instead, then it would be over. If you or Valent were to shoot me in the head, then I to the darkness would go, and my art with me. A fitting end, don't you think? Yet this ending, too, gives me no cause for regret. I thank you, Zack. And I am sorry. I've done much that was wrong in my day. It seems to me that Magnifique wanted you to be a successor all along. That's why the time he gave you was earlier than Valent's. Perhaps. But it's not something we will ever know for sure now. I wonder, what is Valent up to these days? Waiting for you to die. If 7 years pass like this, the performance rights go to him. Ah. And now here I am. And his dream is ended. It's worse than that, actually. Public opinion's a fickle thing, you know. What? You don't mean to tell me they put the blame for our mentor's death on him? The trial ended when you vanished, Mr. Zack. There were even rumors that Valen had helped you pull it off. That's madness! Well, it seems that before I can once again disappear from this world, I have one more act to perform. ... Isn't it odd that sorting out my life should prove so complicated? Even though I'm dead? I suppose so, anyway. I don't know. What do I know? That night, Zack Gamari was killed. He died as Shoddy Smith, a mysterious traveler with a secret past. But he left one thing behind before he parted. This. To whom it may concern, 7 years past, I, Zack Gamari, murdered my mentor, Magnifique Gamari. I apologize for the trouble caused by my sudden departure from court, and hereby confess to my crime, Zack Gamari. His confession to use as I saw fit. Of course, he killed no one. This was a way of tying up loose ends with his old partner, Valen Gamari. Zack's confession added to the court record. Well, isn't that interesting? Check mark! Alright, now where do we go? Well, I have no idea, but actually, you know, I think this is a good point to maybe end things off for the day, perhaps? Maybe? I do wonder about that, actually. But regardless, though, you know what? I don't know where we're going next. I'm assuming we're going to go to the, I don't know, Sunshine Coliseum? Oh, yeah, I think that would actually make sense. It's not like Kristoff's going to tell us anything. He's like, I don't care, man. It's going to be difficult to deal with my legendary black Cyclops that can't be broken ever, apparently. Jeez. Anyway, like I said, I guess we'll figure something out next episode. I'm assuming we're going here. That's what I'm going to do. So on the next exciting episode, we're going to go ahead and do that. So until then, I'll see you later, everyone. Bye!